I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. What does Revelation chapter 2 verse 11 mean when it refers to as the second death? Well, if you've been a part of any of these studies throughout time, you know that oftentimes when we're in the book of Revelation, we are tying up which started in the book of Genesis. And oftentimes when we're in Genesis, we have questions that will not be answered till we get to Revelation. And such is the case with this. In fact, you go all the way back to the book of Genesis chapter 2. We have Adam in the Garden of Eden, whom we know later as the woman or Eve has not been formed as of yet. And the Lord gives Adam a very clear instruction. He tells him that he can eat of every tree of the garden freely except the one of the knowledge of good and evil. And if he eats that one, he will, quote, this is important, surely die. That's how most, including my English translation of the scripture, reads. You will surely die. If you were to go back to the original Hebrew scroll, you would actually see the words, you will die. Actually, God tells Adam he will experience two deaths. And in the very next chapter, chapter 3, when he and the woman eat of the forbidden fruit, they experience a death of the relationship with the Lord, but they did not experience a physical death. Why is that important? Because we discover in Revelation 2 verse 11, per the question, it says that if we believe on Jesus, we will not experience the second death. You go to Revelation chapter 20 verse 15, those that are condemned to the lake of fire for all of eternity, it says this is the second death. And so let's bring all this together. Take just your run-of-the-mill hypothetical human being today. They live a life of, 74 average years as a male, rejecting Jesus all those years. According to the scripture, they will die and they will descend into a place called hell. That is the first death. However, Revelation 20, they're brought back up before the Lord and they are sentenced to the lake of fire for all eternity. That is the, quote, second death. Now, Hebrews 9:27 says, it's appointed unto men all to die and then face the judgment. So, even a person who believes in Jesus Christ, such as myself, one day, barring the Lord's return, will die a physical death. But that's the only death I'll experience. So, there's an old phrase you may or may not be familiar with. It says, if you're born once, you'll die twice. If you're born twice, i.e. born again, you only die once. So the second death was prophesied by God in Genesis 2. It is fulfilled in Revelation 20, even though mentioned in Revelation 2 per the question, as that time condemnation to the lake of fire for all of eternity. Great question. If you have one, send to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.